Happy Friday
There
night,
we go.
everyone. We're really happy to see you all. We wore our Sun Princess shirts because we thought we would talk about the Sun Princess some more, as well as anything else you'd like to talk about here to do with cruising. As Gordon and I were sitting here, we were just watching your names coming up here in the comments, and you just make us happy. You blow us away that you all come and have you join in our Let's Go family here. So thank you so much. We wanted to start at the top, though, with a really sad note, because I think it's really important that we're all aware of this and that we all send our prayers, our good vibes, our good thoughts, however it is you do that in your life. The Holland America announced that today on the New Amsterdam, while they were at Half Moon Key, that they had an incident, it sounds like, in their engine room area, and 2 crew members perished. And so I am sure that their families, as well as the whole Holland America family, is going to need our thoughts and prayers. So keep them, like I said, in your thoughts and your prayers, and however you do that in your life, because I can only imagine what that's going to be like for their families. And I just wanted to tell you that. Sorry to start off a fun Friday night with sad news, but I think it's really important to note these things.
We needed to mention that.
And thanks to the Let's Go family member who sent me the release about that. I really appreciate that as well. So I'm sure a lot lies ahead for Holland America in looking at the whole incident. And sometimes accidents do just happen, and they are indeed just an accident. So really sad news out there. Like I said, I think of their families. Think what their families will feel like when they receive that news. It's going to be awful. So, yeah, it's just sad.
Yeah.
But moving along, you guys maybe had seen that news too. I don't know. So we'll think of something happy, but still keep them in our minds and in our thoughts and prayers.
Happy that everybody's saying hi to each other. And,
I love that you guys say hi to each other. I saw
everything.
Hetty saying hi to Jeffrey and Code 4 for Life. They have been here. They're some of the ones that were here right at the beginning. And I know some of you were there as well. And you mean the world to us. So Gordon and I keep thinking we need to think of a way that we can have a get together. But I know that you live in really different places. Like Code 4 for Life is one on one end of the country, and Hetty and Jeffrey are on the other end. And I know that some of you are, anyway, we'll have to think of that someday.
Yeah.
I know that sometimes people do meet and greets in kind of fun places, but we'll have to figure out how to do that so we can all get together someday.
Well, and I've seen a few of you, and this is part of the reason why we have the Facebook group, is you've created events to facilitate meet and greets, or
so you can get to each other when you're on the same sailing.
with each other on the same one. So that's wonderful. We appreciate that. That you're all able to get together and just have a good
fun time. That's why we started this.
Yeah.
So John says, sad news for the whole cruise community.
Absolutely.
It is. It's for everybody. It's sad. I was thinking about that. Hey, Hetty. Yeah, Hetty knows. Hetty is, she sails Holland America all the time.
Yeah.
So she probably knows even some of the crew there on board that ship.
Yeah.
So thank you all.
Yeah.
That will make a big difference to people, you all sending your love and your thoughts. So I know a meet and greet would be fun. It would be fun to do it on a ship. We'd have to just do it far enough in the future that everybody could go and that it would be where everyone would want to go.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Oh, hey, Ray, it sure is nice to see you. Prayers that go out to the family of the crew members and crew and officers of the ship. Yeah, imagine what it's like to be an officer on that ship today. Oh, my goodness. That would be devastating. Oh, my goodness, Julie. I know. Now I'm just going to start crying. So much sadness. I was trying to not cry before. Exactly. Prayers for Catherine, Princess of Wales as well. Absolutely. Or however you say that, Princess Kate. Yes, my goodness. Bless her. She does so much good, and she's got that young family, and here she had to announce today that she's had cancer and is going through chemo. My goodness. Absolutely. Thanks for mentioning. I almost put that in my video today, and Gordon was like, that's not cruise news, sweetheart. And I'm like, I know, but
It's okay. Yeah.
it's just something. So
Yeah.
anyway, it sure is nice to see you all. Sabrina, I see you, and Carrie. Carrie's still on his transatlantic. Thank you, Tim.
Yeah.
You and Cindy and the girls. Thanks for saying hey. Thank you. I know Ray had asked me, and so Gordon put the link to get these shirts underneath this video.
Right down here. Yeah.
So, and we did something kind of similar for our Eclipse cruise. I know I am a creature of habit. Our sweet daughter-in-law's like, don't you want yellow shirts or something? You're going to be in Mexico. And I'm like, but then I have to wear it. And I can't. So they'll be navy blue. But they'll have the Discovery Princess and like the Eclipse going over. And it's going to be fun too. Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys. Yeah, we're very pleased. And Don was so sweet. You guys saw.
Oh, we were tickled pink. He put that on.
Gordon gave him the shirt the day before because we bumped into him and gave it to him. And then the next day he showed up with it on, which was so kind of him to wear our shirt. And then he let us get our picture with him. So there you go. So it was really nice of him to do that. So yeah. Anyway, we
so yeah, there's quite a few shirts. We have the shirts from the Northern Lights cruise. We have some plain Let's Go Family shirts. We're
gonna get some more though, because I've thought of some good sayings lately.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of things. Our daughter-in-law put together. There was a Halloween one I thought she did.
She did.
Yeah, and there's bags and really hats and all kinds of fun stuff. So
anyway, thanks you guys.
Yeah.
So if anybody does have a question about the Sun Princess, or about anything with cruising, make sure you put it so that we don't miss it.
Yeah.
Barb, aloha from Honolulu. Escaped from the Discovery, and I'm shopping up a storm in the Ala Moana Center. Oh, I am so envious. I know that shopping center. We've only been to Hawaii 2 times, but both times we went to that shopping center.
Go to the food court. It is that's my favorite place there. You can get real Japanese food there.
Gordon really likes it. So I hope you're having the best time, you and Maria. I hope you're having a really good time.
And we honeymooned in Hawaii. And when we went there, we found that if you go to Long's Drugs, and I don't even know if there's Long's Drugs anymore there, but that's where we picked up boxes and boxes of chocolate-covered macadamia
Everybody
nuts
wanted some.
For about half the price of anywhere else.
Gordon's been a shopper ever since I met him. So, but I hope you're having the best time on your cruise. So, yeah. We've got Faye and Larry, 85 in Arizona. You lucky thing. Yeah, I'm ready to be warm. And Myra, how are you and Sheldon doing? It is so nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Really good to see you. Myra, you had asked. I can't remember if I replied, but there's no 360 on the Sun Princess. Can you tell Siri to stop?
Is that mine or yours?
I think it's yours.
Okay.
There's no 360. And so what I think is like that 360, I think is just going to only be on the Enchanted and the Discovery. So if you want to do 360, you have to go on one of those ships. Likewise, a bunch of these things that they have on the Sun Princess, I think are just going to be on the Sun. Like I don't have any concrete evidence of that. Nobody's told me that, but that's what I think, because it struck me when we were in Spellbound and the nice, I mentioned that if you missed my video about Spellbound, go back and watch it. I did it while we were on the ship. But when we were there, the crew members who work in Spellbound actually worked at the Magic Castle in Hollywood. So they know what they're doing. They're actual musicians from there, magicians from there, 2 of them. But he was telling us about some of the posters on the wall and some of the items that they have and like how they got those, because they are original memorabilia. So I would be amazed if they could duplicate that. It doesn't mean they can't on the Star Princess. So I'm wondering if Spellbound is only going to be on the Sun. Of course, only time will tell and we'll see.
Yeah.
But it would make sense to me that if they are turning the Sun Princess into a destination, they've turned the Enchanted and the Discovery into a destination for 360, that they will keep some of those experiences like that Love by Brito and Spellbound for sure, you would think would only be on that ship. That's just what I think.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but it'll be interesting, I'm sure, as they see what other partnerships they can form and other things that they can do to bring things to the Star Princess and to other ships. So I don't know. It's just really interesting, isn't it? But as you talk about travel these days, two things really stand out: families traveling together and experiences. So when you put that together, that's how you get these things, like Spellbound, which, by the way, Spellbound, people are saying you can book today in your app. So if you have got a cruise on the Sun Princess, see if you can book it. I don't know how far out you can do it. Oh, Julie booked it today too. So yeah, somebody said way earlier that they could do it, but now we're hearing from lots of people that you can book the Spellbound.
Yeah.
But people were commenting they were coordinating with their family to be able to everybody book at the same time. So it's a big thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, it'll be really interesting to see what they announce for the Star Princess, because really the Star Princess, we're just like, what? So we've got April, May, June, July, basically 16 months out.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to when they start announcing things
See
for
what
the
they
Star
announce.
Princess.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, what happened on the new Staten Colette? Is it? Oh,
the New Amsterdam.
On the New Amsterdam today, they were in Half Moon Cay, and 2 crew members were killed because there was apparently an incident in like the engine room area.
Engineering
it sounds
area,
like.
yeah.
And 2 crew members perished. Yeah. And so I was just letting everybody know so that we can keep them and their families, and all of Holland America family really is when John pointed out the whole cruising community. This is devastating.
Yeah.
So we need to keep their family in our prayers. Don was probably glad to have a clean shirt after his 5-day cruise became a 10-day cruise. They do have those laundry rooms.
Teeny tiny ones.
And here I thought he wore it just because he wanted to wear a shirt. So, yeah. So do you have a favorite space on the Sun Princess? So that is a really good question. Really good. I would have to say that I enjoyed the Piazza way more than I expected. So much more than I expected. Truly, the Piazza is the place to be at night. I shouldn't say like that. Really, it is amazing. And when we first got on, I was like, oh my. But you know what? And the first night we watched it and, went and everything. But then, it just kind of, we kept going because I truly believe in giving things a fair shake. So we went, and by the end of the cruise, I was sold. Maybe by the 3rd night, because they had these really Excite. So it's XCITE, that band you've maybe heard. I think we've been on cruises with them before. In fact, I'm sure we have. I recognize them. Man, they were so good. And what they do with that screen is really cool. Yeah. It's different. Yep, it's different than just like your Piazza. But at the same time, it's really cool what they do with that during the entertainment. And I'll have Gordon put some more of my footage. We'll have him throw that in some more videos. But they were playing music from Queen and
the rock. They had a rock show one night. Classic rock.
And so you have all these people there in our age group, and they're all loving it. And it's really cute. So before that, they were playing a little bit more danceable music, you might say. And so all these people were in the Piazza dancing, and then they started playing some of these songs, and everybody's just looking around and trying to dance to it a little bit. But anyway, so we thoroughly enjoyed the Piazza way more than we expected. They brought up
Led Zeppelin and AC/DC and Queen, and I can't remember the other name of the other band, but they were good.
Anyway, and so we thoroughly enjoyed the Piazza way more than we expected. The top deck, the Lido, that area is absolutely beautiful. We thoroughly enjoyed that area. And then as you walk around, so we walked through the sanctuary. We didn't reserve the sanctuary because we knew we didn't have time to be there. Plus, I knew it was chilly to be out there, and it was chilly, and so we didn't reserve it. But we walked through to see what it was like, and I would book that. I would book the sanctuary.
Now I can't remember. Is the sanctuary after forward?
Oh, now you asked me her questions. Okay. I'd have to look at the map.
I think it was aft.
That's what I think too.
But
so maybe
forward, there was also another area that was similar to a sanctuary that wasn't the sanctuary.
Yeah, that's true.
And
relax there.
It was gorgeous.
It's really the upper decks and the outside areas are really really pretty. And then on the very back, they have the Lakeview pool is an infinity pool.
I didn't even get down to it.
It's really pretty.
Man, I missed
so
that.
I walked by there.
Yeah.
I walked and took a picture. And,
I really enjoyed off the buffet, the promenade dining area.
Yeah, that's really nice.
It was, I really liked, because you get your food and you look around, there's a lot of tables filled up, and I just step outside and
there's a lot of seating outside. It's not like 5 tables. It's
no,
on both sides, and it's a lot. So it's really nice.
fresh air and just really, really
Which
nice.
was really nice where we are. But imagine that area when the ship is sailing, either in the Mediterranean in the summertime when it's warm and it's light late. Oh my goodness. Or light early, you know, it's beautiful. Or in the Caribbean, same thing. It's light late or just on a warm evening, enjoying sitting out there. It's really, really nice. So those I would say were our favorite areas. So, oh, thanks, Lori. Everybody, please do hit that thumbs up, would you? Thank you. We're trying to get more subscribers here so that we can get more Let's Go family members. So thanks. Oh, thank you. Oh, Nola, you are so nice. I have on my bucket list for the Sun Princess. Thanks for the video from Idaho. Nice to have you with us. You're just north of us, so you're probably even chillier. So, but you know what? Our trees are starting to get some buds. We have a cherry tree, and we have 2 apple trees and 1 apricot tree, and they're all starting to get little buds on them. So it means spring is coming at some point. Oh, 3.5 inches of snow in Iowa today, Holly. I'm so sorry. A quote on the Love Boat cruise I inquired about. Oh my goodness. Holly, thanks for saying that. I'll do that as soon as I get done here. I'll do that right now. Thank you for saying that, sweetie pie. Love Boat cruise. You bet. Yeah. Thank you, Holly. Spring is here in Tampa. Oh, Sabrina, I love seeing your picture there. You and Greg, it's so nice to see you. I like your picture. You're beautiful. It's good to see you, sweet lady. So thanks for saying hi. And Dan, nice to see you. And Bill and Renee, hey there. New to cruising. When will the sun be in the States? She is coming at the beginning of October. So I think October... So if you hadn't asked me, I could have told you.
Or something, or 15th.
She'll get here. She'll get here before then. So by the time our group cruise goes on the 11th, I think she'll start. Maybe it's around the 10th that her very first goes, because we don't get to go to the Welcome to the USA thing. So yeah. You should go on her, Dan. You'll enjoy her. So, yeah, it's a beautiful cruise ship, and I am really excited to see the dome in action. Really excited to see the dome in action. That's going to be, I think that'll be it'll be cool. Because, you know, they have the Cirque du Soleil shows on other ships, but they don't have like the dome thing. So I think it's going to be just really interesting. It'll be fun to see. Which specialty restaurant was your favorite? Ray wants to know that. What was your favorite?
I always enjoy teppanyaki. So that was good. The butcher block, I enjoyed all that. In fact, there was, I think, the first cut that they gave us in the butcher block melted in my mouth. It was just wow, and the flavor just popped. So I did enjoy the butcher block. Were those the only 2 specialties we did, wasn't it? On this one,
my teppanyaki, and I don't know. I'm trying to remember where we ate. So the first night, and the second night we were going to eat somewhere else, but we ate the fettuccine because they were so nice to try. Which, like, if you haven't seen my video today, I had a hard time in my video today because I'm trying to put into words things that are hard to put into words. But I was really grateful. I'm really glad that on the Sun Princess, they saw something was wrong and they tried to fix it. On the Discovery Princess, I have heard from people that their food was not what they expected and they didn't want to fix it. And so I think attitude makes all the difference in the world. So I think I was trying to do that. So you know what? My favorite, usually my very much favorite on Princess, I love Sabatini's because I'm part Italian, but and I say that tongue in cheek, I'm really not, but you
can tell from her olive skin and dark hair.
I think that the butcher block was really good, but I like my meat well done, and there wasn't a lot of it that was well done, but the part that I ate was really, really good. I would say that was spectacular. That was and it's really cool the way they do the whole experience. Like I said in my video, if you think you're going to go on the Sun Princess on Netflix, they've got that I'll look it up and try to put the information under a video. But on Netflix, they have that show all about great chefs, and there is a whole segment about Dario and how he came to do what he does, and just the whole story of how he manages that. He comes from a long line of butchers, but how the whole thing worked for him, and it kind of really turned the whole experience at their restaurant there in Tuscany into what it is, and why anybody would want to have it on a cruise ship. So I think that's a really good one to try. And I really would like to try Spellbound Dinner. Mm-hmm. I think that is going to be one of the highlights, because the menu will be based off what they've got in California. And then you couple that with the whole experience. It's going to be cool. It's going to be good. It's got to be good. So, yeah. Oh, Myra, thank you. Thank you, sweet lady. Thank you so very much. And thank you. Did you get a heart for her? Why does mine's not working?
It's all right.
That's okay. So,
let's see. You. Code 4 for Life had a question up here.
Let's find it. Gordon will find it for us here.
Went past there.
But you know what? I want to try the Love by Burritos as well.
There it is.
Love by Burrito, I should say.
Yeah, that would be fun.
But they're still working on that. Does the Sun Princess have a place for the Elite Lounge, and did they have a Captain Circle party? You know what? That's a really good question. I should I'm not going there now. But I'll try to find out. I can try to find out, because you know what? Since we joined halfway through, we weren't invited to any Captain Circle party, but they could have had it. You know, we were halfway through a 10-day cruise, so they could have already had that Captain Circle party. Mm-hmm. I'm sure they surely must have an elite lounge. They have to have an elite lounge on that ship. Yeah. So I'll find out where it is. Elite Lounge and Captain Circle party. Because usually we're invited to not usually, we always are these days, Captain Circles. Because you know they base it on your loyalty. Oh, thank you, Karen. She looked it up. Or maybe she knew. Sanctuary is aft. You know, it's that thing of youth have to think. Yeah. So thank you very much. Is the Dome area adults only? No, it's anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody can go in there.
And within the dome, it has a pool that is half in the dome and then half forward outside.
But that's not an adults only pool. And you know what? I think it'll be fun to see the dome a little bit more in real life, in general use on a ship, because I know it's not adults only. I know that, but it was closed for a lot of the time we were on board. Like that's where we tried to go first thing when we got on board, because I was so excited to see it. And it was closed then. And I think they were still both working on it, as well as that night I walked you guys down there in the live, and you could see the crew member in there and the costume with the wings. They were rehearsing. Yeah. So a lot of that was going on. Is there a promenade deck separate from the jogging track?
Well, they have what they call the promenade dining, and that's the one that's on deck 9, where you're outside. It does not go fully around. It's just pretty much in line with where the eatery is. The jogging track is up above around. It actually goes around the Club 19 or whatever they call the Park 19. That's where the jogging track itself is.
But you can walk around a lot that's not on the jogging track. I should have paid more attention to that. Thank you. All these things we missed.
Yeah.
Ooh, thank you very much.
Let's try this one.
Thank you.
There we go.
You're welcome for the heads up. It was available. I'm glad you were looking for it.
I'm not getting my lasers. There they are. Thank you, Jeff Rent.
Thank you very, very much. That's really kind of you. I'm glad you got to book it, and I am so excited. So you're going to have to tell us about the dinner, okay? And it'll be fun to hear if the dinner changes at all. So it'll just be fun. Everybody, don't assume we know something. Let us know. Put it in a comment or an email. Oh, you guys are on the same cruise. Oh, you are on the same cruise. Hey, Kim.
And they're not able to get
Oh. Hey, so Jeff, are you like platinum or elite? That could do it. If they're platinum or elite and Kim isn't, I could look, Kim, when we're done
Plus,
here.
make sure that maybe Kim, that you've got the latest
Update on the
update.
app. They updated it the day before
A couple
yesterday.
days ago.
Yeah.
Right.
Make sure you've got that as well. Like at the bottom, somebody told me it's at the bottom of the login page, but I also know that if you want to know what version of the app you have, once you're logged in, click on your profile in the bottom right-hand corner and scroll to the bottom of that page, and it should be, I think it's 1.1.2 dash, I think it's 4407.
Pull it up here.
Okay, Gordon will tell us for sure, but just make sure you've got that. I am really excited.
Let's notice Kelly here.
Oh,
Thank
Kelly,
you for the soup.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
there we go.
Thank you so much. That's
you guys
really
are
kind
all
of
so
you.
kind.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and we'll pay more attention to jogging tracks.
Yeah.
We walked around up there, and I need to find my footage from the, oh, you know what, Elaine? I will look at my, I failed you on that one. I didn't get to afternoon tea. I'm thinking they surely must, but I will look at my patterns, and we need to get pictures of the patterns up on Facebook as well, but I will look at those, and I've got your name here next to them. Doug from Simi Valley, nice to see you. Sailing on the Discovery April 27th, LA to Vancouver with a full day Victoria question. Are you and Gordon? Oh, so I had mentioned everyone a while ago, if you remember, there's a cruise in May of 2025 that Princess has got that goes to Israel. And I still want to go there. And we've been thinking about booking it. Maybe we should just book it.
We should just book it, yeah, and then we'll be on it. And then if they change it, we can make our decision then.
That's a good idea. Does anybody else want to go on that?
May of 2020.
Is it on the Majestic, Doug? Remind me.
Yeah.
I know the Majestic is over there in 2025.
We'll have to look at what else is going on then.
But it's I think the 12th or 14th of May.
Because we have to be somewhere special in April of that month, of that year.
Yep, we do. So we'll but you know what, Doug, it's not a dead issue. It's not. I just been kind of like watching the news to see, but I would really like to go there if we could go. So, Ray, thank you. Thank you very, very much. Which Ray reminds me, I should tell everyone, and I'll remind you all in a video. So he was needing help and Princess was not helping. And so he put it over on Twitter and got help like that. So if you really have a problem, post it over on Twitter. And because I had emailed.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, wow.
Because he's got like those back-to-back cruises, and you can't see them all in your app to do stuff with them. And like I have emailed somebody, not heard a word back. And he had been calling. Yes, Spellbound is under dining, they say. Oh, yep. See, I bet you that's it. Everybody, Colette can't see it because she's not paid in full. So you have to be platinum or elite. If you do your deposit, if you're platinum or elite, then you can book your dining. Otherwise, you can't book it until you pay in full. So that's what would make all the difference. Yeah. Yeah. Which might be, why some people can and some people can't. But truly, they can't take a lot of people in Spellbound all at once. And we've seen, well, they have that table in that corner where they're going to run Spellbound, but I don't know if they're just going to, I think it's 30 people every time they do 30. It. Mm-hmm. So. Yep. The sun sounds really great. Oh, yep. I answered that. I knew. Thanks, Myra. Yeah, that 360. They don't. Just the Discovery and the Enchanted. Right.
Because they have the Spellbound.
So, yeah. Let's say, hey, Bob, it's good to see you. I owe you a text back. Can passengers go outside under the lifeboats on deck 7?
So there was a little bit of a spot. I went out there on deck 7. There is a door. You can go out there. And then there was a barrier. So it's area that you could go to was about 10 feet wide that you can actually stand there and look out. But you can't go any further underneath the lifeboats themselves. So I went out and took a look. So the answer is you can go outside, but you can't go further on down.
Yeah.
unless you hop the rail, and I'm sure that then they'll get after you.
So it's not a promenade like we think
Right.
about, like we
Correct.
think of on the other ships. Oh, thanks, Patty. Hi. It's nice to see you, love. Thanks for coming. It's my best friend. Let's see. Spellbound is under specialty dining. Thank you, Kelly, for saying that. Is there a meet and greet? Oh, thank you. You know what? We need to do a meet and greet. So we will set one up.
Yeah.
And we'll figure it out should we figure it out by Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do our live and I'll announce that then, and I'll try to remember to announce it on a few videos so everybody can come. I always get stressed out trying to choose a time for things because you never know what's going to be going on in the ship, right?
Yeah.
But on the very first day, I know we've got our own Tom Barton here that's got his own fan club. I don't know how he does it, but he has organized so many cruise critic meet and greets. But he's got one on that day. I think it's at 10. I think we're going.
It's been moving around.
I mean, no, he sent us an email.
The newest.
Yeah, and I think we're going to go early and help.
Yeah.
And so
so we'll be there, but there's like 140 people coming to that.
It's got a lot of people coming. And so we'll just do one for us. Maybe we'll do it like at the Wakeview bar or something like that. Because it's a big area back there. We could do that on a sea day. Does that sound fun
or
to you guys?
the next morning.
No, I don't mean the first day during the same time.
Right. No, but the next day we don't get in Cabo till 2:00. So we might be able to do it on the second day.
In the morning or something.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be fun because I think it would be fun. Of course, we'll have our group, but then also then everybody can know. I know it's hard to remember faces, a whole god, but it would be fun to know who each other is so that then when we see each other, we know to say hi.
We've got our
throughout the cruise. Yeah.
We've got stuff that we've put together.
So that's a whole different thing. So we'll figure out a meet and greet time. Yeah. Okay. By Monday. I'm writing this down by Monday. Meet and greet time. Okay. And place. Also, do you have any idea when Alaska 2026 will all be out? We are on the Sun, January 2025. No, but I would. Okay, let me think. I'm trying to think of when 2025 came out. It came out in the summer last year. So I would expect hopefully early summer. Everything seems to be getting announced sooner and sooner and sooner. Have you noticed that? And so last year, I feel like it was maybe I'd have to look back. I want to say it was in July, but I could be wrong, when 2025 was released. Or maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Anyway, it should be, I would think it's within the next few months, it should be coming out. So really exciting, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
There's another question from Debbie.
Hey, Debbie, you know what? I don't think so. I didn't see
we didn't see any on this one.
Yeah, I didn't see any, but you know what? There's still, I don't know. I don't know how much I would extrapolate how much is going on right now on the Sun Princess to what's going to happen even in the next month or two as they get everything together. That's what I really think. I hope that we get to see some more enrichment coming, but I remember reading through and between trying to get off the ship for just a minute in Ephesus and Crete, where else did we go? I can't even remember.
Yeah, Crete and then Naples.
Yeah. And go to the different princess things. It was all of our time. And so I will look through that again, but no, they didn't have enrichment like we think of.
Well, and Crete was a shift in the itinerary from the originally planned Santorini.
Yeah.
And we understood that the cable cars were supposed to be functioning by then, but then they were saying that some of the
something to do with the ship's tendering was not already.
Yeah.
And so but they say I've heard people saying that are on the sailing now, just following along like on the Sun Princess Facebook page and stuff, that they are getting to go to Santorini. So that's really big. I'm glad they get to go because Santorini is Santorini. Crete is awesome, but Santorini, they're both wonderful. But when Santorini is on the itinerary, it's good when you get to go to Santorini.
Yeah.
Hey, Norma, thanks for asking. I would say his hip is holding up well.
My hip is doing wonderful. I'm trying to get my muscles back because I've been so lethargic for the last year and a half.
I don't think lethargic is the right word. I think it's just been hard for you to walk.
It's been hard to walk, and I had to, and I've been crooked, but now the doctor straightened me out, And so it's just a matter
It's
of
a little slower than we anticipated on
Yeah.
this trip, but he's
but
doing
the hip
okay.
itself is great. It's just my muscles.
Thanks for
So,
asking, Norma.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're a
Very
love to
kind.
ask.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, he's doing good.
Let's see.
So, did you mention if you have any group cruises on the Sun in the Caribbean of spring of 2025? You know what, Don, he does. He has one in March. I am much more worried about March than he is because I don't want to go on spring break. But you know what? I've been trying to figure that out. So, February 21st of 2025, we've got our Panama Canal cruise. So does anybody want to go in January, or should we look more like in April? I don't know.
Yeah.
If anybody has a vote, put it in the comments, would ya? We were going to do in November, but then that's not working out with our schedule, so we can't do that. So yeah, if anybody's got a vote, pop it in the comments. Even if you're watching this later, pop it in the comments. I would love to hear it. Were there any laundry specials offered on the Sun? I called today and grew a beard waiting, so I figured I'd just wait till we board to find out. So, Julie, what are you talking about a laundry special, hun? They'll do laundry for you if you want.
You pay for
they
it.
always do that.
Unless you're elite, then you get it.
Then
included.
You get it for free. Other than that, they've got the laundry rooms. In my video, was it yesterday? I talked about they've got just 2 washers and 2 dryers in each laundry room, and so people were waiting for a turn to do laundry really early in the morning through really late at night.
When we were on the island, Princess, they actually have a sign on the door that says only open from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. or something like that. But we talked to people who they would go to the laundry room at 2 a.m.
Yeah. And we even went like at 11:30 one night because we wanted a video, but I never video. I don't ever want to. So I'm not good at videoing in some places because I don't want to interrupt people.
Right.
But anyway, you can always do your laundry. So tell me about laundry specials.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people say if you're elite, you can go down and ask for free laundry tokens. I just swipe my medallion and get the token and do my laundry. Yeah. That's what our experience has been. So, the app was very slow just now. I know. I was trying to open it before the live started, and I couldn't get it to open. So, not Platinum Elite, never Sailed Princess before. So you got it. You know, it's the funniest thing to me. They have real glitches because just like Jeff said, he's never Sailed Princess before, and he got to make his dining reservation. Sometimes other people are able to too, and other people in that same party, in that same group that have not sailed either, they can't make theirs. So I think it ought to work or it ought to not, but yeah. Let's see. You look wet. Oh, thank you. Were you glad to have that post-cruise time in Rome? Hey, Anne, you know what? We just stayed for an extra day. We got off on Tuesday and went in and enjoyed Rome on Tuesday, and then we came home on Wednesday. Thank you. We've been sleeping a lot since we've been home. We just needed to come home for a minute. So here we are. Italy will be there when we go back, and we'll go back sooner than later, but we just needed to come home. So thanks for saying that, Anne. Thanks. So I would love, hey, Rena, how are you? I owe you a thank you. Email. Rena was so nice. She sent me an email telling me all about where she loves most in Florence. And I think, by the way, we have eaten at that same restaurant. The ways you were describing to me where you swing by on your way earlier in the day and get a time for dinner, I think we've eaten there. So I was really excited to look and see. So next time we go, I will double check.
Where's that?
Thanks. In Florence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not Gordon hasn't eaten there, but my daughter and I have a couple of times. So our daughter, I should say. You know, I've been trying to get to Israel. Okay, maybe we should book it, you guys. Do you think we should maybe? It's like May. Here, I'll put that in my video tomorrow too.
We'll keep looking at that.
Because you know what, and Jennifer, hey Jennifer, I don't know. It's like the celebrity one this fall that we're still going to go anyway. No, it's not going to go to It's not going to Israel and Egypt, but they replaced it with a great itinerary, and it's lovely to go. So we're going to go. So May cruise to Israel. Okay. I want to say it's on the Majestic for some reason. So
I like this.
I paid in full 3 months before required just so I could get a shot at Silva. You are so awesome. My kind of person. But no, really, don't you think? I think people are going to sail on the Sun Princess to go to Spellbound. I really do. And then you get all the other things that go with it, but you get to go. You get to see everything in the dome. You get to see what they're doing. There's a pirate show that they're working on in the theater when we were there. I don't know if I wrote down the name of it, but it's going to be fun. I don't know. I'm all for trying new things. I'm trying to get better at trying new things. So, yeah. Oh, MW is coming to the Cruise Critic meet and greet. Is anybody else coming? Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. And Tom does such a good job.
Yes, he does.
Let's see. I'm looking.
Lost here. Okay. Code 4 for Life had a question.
Can you still order Crown Grill and Sabatinis on the Dine My Way Ocean? You know what? I don't think you can order Sabatinis anymore. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And you can just order one thing. It's like filet and steak fries is the only thing that you can order from the Crown Grill. It didn't say Crown Grill on it, but I assumed it was from there. I took screenshots. I'll have Gordon help me get those in a video too. Screenshots of the room service menu. Did you put those in yesterday in my video?
I don't remember.
So yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
So yeah, but I think that's the only thing. I don't think you can order any Sabatinis. I think that my guess.
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Thank you, honey. So
delayed reaction. Sorry there.
Yeah, I guess they just want you to go to the places and yeah, I think it's nice though that when you can order, like if you want to just stay in for one evening, that you can order a really nice dinner. Because one night, maybe it's the night that we ate, maybe it was the Crete night that we ate dinner at 5 because we had so many things afterwards that by the time it was 10 o'clock, I was hungry, but the things on the room service menu, I don't want a sandwich. And other than that, there's not a lot.
Yeah. The fruit was good. I really like the fruit plates.
Mm-hmm.
We got those a couple of times.
So anyway, I think it would be nice if they had more nice dinners you could order. I think they would sell more. Like that would be a money maker for them if they would let you order things from some of the different specialty restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sue, is the International Cafe relaxing in its new location, or is it too hectic near the buffet? You know, I would say you can relax there just fine. So the way it is, and I tried to show, I'll have Gordon look at my video and see what else to put. But so you have the International Cafe, like is here, and then over here is the piazza. It does
border right on the piazza.
Yeah, and so over in this area here, like it's huge, beautiful windows. They did really do a good job of putting a lot of light.
Is really, really nice.
It's really. Is that part of the sphere?
That's the sphere.
Oh,
yeah.
And so. It's not the whole sphere.
It's not the dome.
Yeah, okay.
It's the lower half of the sphere because the upper
half
is
cabins.
Cabins, right.
Okay. So, but there are nice chairs. Yes, there are nice chairs to sit down and eat. And that's what we did when we got something at the International Cafe, which I think we did twice. Mm-hmm. We just sat down in the seating there and enjoyed it. So, and neither time was at night, but you could sit there and enjoy your
good
food
cheesecake.
At night. Mm-hmm. So, and he said it's real cheesecake.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. I was headed down here. Here we go.
The December 28th. Oh, you know what, Chris? They always do special things for New Year's. I'm sure they'll do something special. Yeah, everybody says it's super cool to be on a cruise ship at New Year's. Like that's on my bucket list. That's one of the things I want to do. So yeah, I'm sure it'll be cool. Yeah. Don't you worry about that. Yeah. It'll be great. Let's see. Sun Princess tried the 2025 transatlantic using all the sea days to experience the ship. No, I think that's a really good idea. I keep thinking of Elaine, of me, because we can't be gone long enough to do the transatlantic from Southampton to Fort Lauderdale on the Sun Princess, and then be gone to go on that group cruise on the Silhouette on Celebrity.
Yeah.
But I've been thinking that I could go. But I think it would be a lot of fun. But you would have all those days to experience the ship. And I think that ship, you're not going to get tired of. It's so big. There's so much to see and do. Mm-hmm. And they do run a lot of good activities.
Yes.
So yeah, it would be glorious. So.
Huh.
Yeah, I probably won't. It's a long days to go without them. What exactly is included with Spellbound for the price of $150? Hey, Angela. So you get dinner, and then you get to go in Spellbound. The really interesting thing
The
is
drinks. Tell them about the drinks.
I'm going
I'm
to.
sorry.
So when you go in Spellbound, once you're in, you can stay for as long as you'd like. In fact, they have a little door that you can go out to use the restroom in the casino area and come back. It opens. It's just a secret door into the casino there. And but then you can come back in if you are already, if you're in, and you can stay as late into the evening as you want. And they're open very late. And so in a perfect world, you'd want to book the earlier time, right? If you wanted to spend a long time. And so you get access to the to Spellbound as long as you want to be there. Once you leave, you're done, other than going out to go to the restroom and come back. You also get the magic show is included, and then you get all of the drinks that you want. And you don't even have to have a package, and the drinks that you get there do not count against a package. So if you're someone who drinks a lot and you're using up a bunch of your the number of alcoholic beverages you can have in a day, you can still go to Spellbound that evening and drink even more. Or if you're someone that you didn't pay for the Plus package or the Premier package, you can enjoy all of the drinks that you want while you're in Spellbound. Is part of what's included. So basically dinner, all the drinks that you want, and access to Spellbound and the magic show while you're there. That's what you get. So
the mocktail that they made us, it was a pear juice based one, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
really
I guess
good.
they have like a zero proof gin, which I'm not so familiar with, other than I learned about it there. So, but that's what you get. Yeah. Which in a way I would think is a lot, but at the same time, it's like partly the experience that you're paying for as well. It's like with 360, dinner is $149, but you're also not just paying for the food, you're paying for the experience. Yeah. So, and when you're really like, we're really excited to try the 360 on the Discovery in 11 days.
Yeah.
But I would think that even with Spellbound, it's like an even better deal because you get it for the whole night, right? Yeah. It's not just for a couple of hours while you eat. You can enjoy it for the whole evening. And they have a lot of seating in there. So while they only take it in like 30 people per group, they have enough seating to accommodate that. And yeah, it's really cool. It's very cool. When it first was announced, I wasn't sure I'd even want to go, but now that I've been in there, I would pay for it, and I'm sure we'll pay for it the next time we're on board. We'll want to go. So, yeah. Go ahead there. What's that next question?
Well, did you see?
Oh, Sailing on the Sun. Oh, Jeffrin, thanks for saying that.
Yeah.
Spellbound. See, Princess is going to be happy to hear that. I hope somebody is listening, because I'm sure that's what they're hoping, that they would get some people that would sail just for Spellbound. So that's awesome. And you know what? I'm going to be really excited. Let us know if you think it was worth it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you get home. I dropped my ring.
Oh.
I don't want to leave it there. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We're staying in Rome a couple of days after the cruise. What transportation arrangements do you suggest for us to get from the port to our VRBO near Vatican? Well,
get it ahead of time.
I'll just tell you your options, okay? And then you can think of what would work better for you. So when you get off the ship, you can take a shuttle over to the
airport.
No, over to the train there in Civitavecchia, and take the train clear into Termini, catch another train, and go over, or take the metro over to Ottavio, that stop on the metro. You can do that. Or if you want to, you can take the Princess Transfer, and the Princess runs a couple of different transfers. They run one that goes to the city center, that goes to a train station there. I can't remember which one, but it takes you to a train station. Train stations always have taxi stands, so then you could get your a taxi over to your VRBO, and then you could so you could do that, or you could take the transfer into the airport and get a taxi from there in. The other thing is you could just go ahead and book a shuttle. They have shuttle services that you can book that take you from the terminal, the cruise terminal, to your hotel. And you can book a private one, which is what I would be tempted to do if it were me doing that, because otherwise you have to drive around to the different hotels. Well, they drop off everybody on your shuttle. And those shuttles usually hold like at least 12 people. And so to me, that makes a difference in time. When I'm somewhere like that, I don't want to waste time going to everybody's hotel. So those are the ways to do it. Or you can just get a car service. You can hire a car service that will meet you at the port with your name on the thing and take you to your hotel. So this time it worked really good for us to use the Princess Transfer, just simply because our hotel that we were staying at was at the airport. We stayed at the Hilton there, which, by the way, there's a walkway from the airport right over to that hotel. So if you ever think of staying there, it works out perfectly. They run a free shuttle. The next morning, like we just called them when we were ready for them to come and get our bags. They came and got them, took them downstairs, put us on the transfer, had on the shuttle, had us over to the airport, all that within 15 minutes. They did a really nice job. I highly recommend that hotel. Worked really good. Does that answer your question, Debbie? I hope that helps. Gives you some options. Ship 7 through 5 in Estuary. Ooh, tour 6 hours starting at 10, so should be okay back to get on board on time. Well, theoretically, another tour leaves at 8, but will I get off the ship in time? Oh, heavens, yes. If the ship is in Estuary from 7 to 5, you'll be in Estuary from 7 to 5.
Yeah.
Often they'll get there early, but by 8 o'clock, that still gives you wiggle room. If it was me, I would take the one at 8, because then you've got time to get back and it gives you wiggle room. Because the one that's 6 hours, if it starts at 10, it ends at 4. That's not tons of wiggle room, because if they're leaving at 5, they want you back.
All aboard is at 4:30. Yeah.
So that's what I would do, Jana. I would definitely take the earlier one. I wouldn't worry about being late at 8.
Yeah.
So
another thought on, she mentioned the Hilton at the hotel at the airport. They were really, really nice to us, because we pulled in, what was it, about 10:30?
Yeah.
And they had a room. They let us in a room early.
Well, it's also because he has he has loyalty with them.
Yeah, Hilton honors.
So they were really nice. A whole bunch of other people were having to. So if you have any loyalty level, we were really lucky to get a room that day, because some other people were just, that didn't have that, were having to put their luggage in storage, which is really okay. We have put our luggage in storage in lots of hotels. You just put it in there and they give you the little ticket for it, and then you proceed with your sightseeing.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep an eye out for the first review of the Cove balcony. Oh, you know what? I took a really close-up picture. Let me remind Gordon, we'll get this up there tomorrow. I need to talk about, a Let's Go family member was so nice to let us video their cabana mini suite right in that cabana on deck 9 there in the cabana mini suite area. So I'll talk about all of that. I'm going to put up my picture of the Cove balcony. So Cove balconies are very nice. What do we both feel about the layout of the theater? You go first.
Well, I'm not as adamant as Dawn is. Dawn does not like the round theaters, because I watched his video today and he talked about that in depth. I thought it was fine. I mean, we saw a singer there one night, and
another lady singer there another night.
Yeah, and the singer was very made it apparent that they definitely were not just singing directly straight out, but they looked all the way around the entire theater.
Well, not as much as they could have, though.
No, that's true.
I think they're going to have to practice.
Yeah, they will.
Which I would have to practice. Yeah.
So, and then watching that little bit of
rehearsal,
the rehearsal they were doing, they're doing that specifically for that round. So it's going to be interesting.
I don't know. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. I don't think it's going to be, oh my goodness, I'm so glad we did that. Probably not. But it's something new to try, right?
Yeah.
But it does seem like, truly, with the way they've set up the ship and the way they're running the entertainment, they don't expect everybody to go, which, by the way, I should add, the shows were at 8 and 10 in the theater. 8 and 10, not 7:30 and 9:30. Right. They're at 8 and 10. Which I think is actually better, because it gives you a chance to get done eating and still get there. But the way the seating is, though, it's going to be a lot harder for people to come late and not be walking in front of you.
Right.
Because like if you're sitting over on the side part, like you have to shimmy across the back and go down the side and then clear way, like even to sit in the middle of the side, you have to approach from the side. And so it's going to be hard for people. I hope that people just don't come if they can't come on time. That sounds mean,
Yeah.
but it is going to be a lot harder to slide in. If people have been there and filling up the easy to access areas, it's going to be really hard. It's not going to be like the Princess Theater to come late or to leave early.
And you think about on the Princess Theater, when you come into it, it's very apparent where you're at, that you just step in and the theater is grand out there in front of you.
Yeah.
The arena, you kind of feel like you're walking in the back door.
Yeah.
There were a number of places on the ship that I made the comment to Allison, you go to the shopping mall, and if you got to go to the bathroom, it's down this long hallway, and it's kind of,
He did say
it's
this.
industrial. And there were a few places on the ship that you're walking along, and they've got this beautiful new decor, which is, again, not our style.
But it's okay.
But then all of a sudden you turn a corner and you feel like, I'm down the industrial hallway here. And the theater actually, to me, felt like that you had to go through the back door in order to walk into the theater. And it just...
it's okay. We'll just have to see what those shows look like.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to see. I think
that
the people
bad.
that
was just
I think when they do a production show, unless they do the whole thing truly in 360, the people sitting on the side are going to either see the back of stuff or the side of stuff, right? Not the front of stuff.
Yeah.
But you know what? We don't know until we see.
Yeah.
So I'll reserve like my complete opinion on that until we can go.
And there was definitely one seat on either side, and there were possibly some in the back where you were right directly behind a pillar. And
we didn't have that in the Princess Theater.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So anyway, it's just what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thomas is here. Hi. Oh yeah, good thing it booked 5 o'clock. Yeah, unlimited drinks and Spellbound. You guys missed my video that I did while I was on the ship about Spellbound. It's okay, but you might want to watch it. Yeah. Realized you and my wife Nana have the same hair color. Thanks, Larry. Thank you. You must have a really nice wife. I love a car service in Rome because it's the similar price as a taxi. Maybe ask the VR Bo. Oh, yeah, the Verbo. Maybe they could help you arrange Arena. Rena's right. Sometimes they do that, and it helps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I booked the Rome Airport Hilton. So glad it's good. Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good, Thomas. Yeah, you'll like it. They're very nice there. Thanks, Diane. What's the weather like in the Mediterranean? Hey, Chuck, it's good to see you. And Maggie,
it's cold.
It'll be a little warmer by the time you get there, but take a jacket, take a coat if you get cold. So I packed with me, and it really turned out it was really good. My Eddie Bauer down coat that I took with us to Norway. I'd taken another coat with us, and then I forgot something, so we had to turn around and come back home on our way to the airport. And I switched out and grabbed that other coat. I just saw it and thought, ran over to the closet, grabbed it instead. It was so cold on the airplanes that I was really glad I had it. But you know what? When we were on the ship at night, moving through the water, and we wanted to go walking around and just looking at things, I wore my coat. So make sure that if you don't, you'll be a few weeks later than us, than we will, almost a month later. But make sure you take like a sweatshirt or a fleece or something warm, and then always take a rain jacket. So that's what I would do. But then like short sleeves during the daytime. Let's see. Sue used a limousine from transfer to and from the port. They're very easy to deal with, on time, very professional. Yeah. I'd recommend them highly.
Called Limo in Rome.
Limo in Rome.
So there you go.
Yeah, Limo in Rome. And I've used black something. Why is that? Anyway, there's a car service I'm familiar with as well that we've used. Which main dinner was your favorite on the Sun?
You mean the dining room? Or?
You know what? We only ate on deck 6.
6, yeah.
Yeah, deck 6 is the only one that we ate in. And so it's the thing again of like not enough meals to eat to try everything. But we just walked in and looked around deck 8, and they all look remarkably the same, by the way. They look exactly the same.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we just ate on deck 6 is the one that we ate in. Do they have a handicap section in the theater? Tim, they do.
Yes.
Yep, you can pull that. There's a place right with a seat and a place for a wheelchair there, right handy.
Yeah, and they had at least 4 or 5 of those all the way around.
They do. So that'll be handy. Yeah. Yeah, we're good there.
That's it. That's all of we're at the bottom.
Rhonda just booked the Star Princess October 4th, 2025. Best of the Mediterranean interior for $780 total.
Wow.
Yeah, what does that tell you? That's awesome, Rhonda.
Isn't that the one we're on? Isn't that
that's the inaugural.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a video about what I think people need to do if they want to book that, like what they got to think of and how they need to manage stuff, because it's a thing now. Yeah, we got to be ready. We got to be ready for this. But how I hope that cruise sails, Rhonda. We're gonna have a ball. So yeah, let's see. What does Liz say? Right here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, obvious. Oh, it's not obvious, sweetie pie, for deck 7 of the Sun. Can you make reservations, or is it walk-in only? So deck 7, you make reservations. So deck 8 is walk-in only. You can't make reservations for deck 8 of the main dining room, but deck 7, you make reservations. So the way they're doing it is deck 6 is if you want a certain seating time, your 5 or your 7:30, like traditional, like we used to do. Apparently there's enough people that want that. And I believe truly there is all the discussion there is about it. So yeah, that's deck 6. And then deck 7 is if you want to make reservations, and you can walk up to any of them and see if they've got any extra capacity. Like if you didn't make your dining reservations, you can walk up and see. But that's officially how they're run. And then deck 8, you can walk in anytime, and you can wear like shorts there if you want to. On deck 8 is the big deal, that you can come way more casual. Our interior smaller on the Sun than usual. Patricia, I don't think so. From what I have seen and what I have heard from people, we talked to some nice people staying in an interior, and they didn't seem like to think that it was any smaller than it is on other ships. I think they just got so many more passenger cabins on that ship compared to like the Royal class, simply because of how they organize things. And it is a bigger ship, but truly because it is organized a little bit differently. Think about like on the boat, on any of the Royal class ships or the other regular ships with Princess, you think that it's just like straight in for your like your balconies or for your interiors, putting them up next to each other. But for the balconies, they save space and kind of they basically redid that whole room. But they're kind of cantilevered together so that you've got some beds by the balcony door and some by the door when you come in, and so they kind of go back and nestle together that way. But I don't think that they're smaller. So
no.
Yeah. Anybody have anything else? Somebody else booked. So many of you booked Spellbound. I am really excited. I am so excited for you. You got it, Joseph, for your April 17th cruise. Is that your birthday? Happy birthday. Happy birthday early, since we won't see you on the 17th. Do you know what the menu is? No, that menu is not out yet. That menu has not been released, but they, like I said, and the reason that I say that it is supposed to be take its inspiration from the one at the Magic Castle in Hollywood is because that's what Princess has said. I have seen them say that in their press releases, and they said that when we were on board. So I am so excited, and you'll have to share pictures, because the area of it's up on deck 8 in the main dining room there, that they're going to have that section, and they're going to decorate it, they said, with things that go along with the theme for Spellbound. So you're gonna have to take pictures and post them on our Facebook or email them to me. I am so excited to see, and it'll be fun to see if they have any actual like I said, because in Spellbound itself, they have some of the actual like real memorabilia. They're not copies. It's the real deal. It'll be fun to see what they've got on the walls. So for all of you that have booked Spellbound, I'm sure they're paid in full without even because you have to pay for everything else. Yeah, but please comment.
Yes, we did. It was the question about the her excursion in Akureyri about whether it was 10 to,
Jana, did you hear my answer?
yeah,
Yeah, I would take the one at 8 o'clock
yeah,
because if they say you're there from 7 to 5, I think you said, they'll be there by 8. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be off the ship because they're going to have some excursions that are scheduled to start first thing, and away you'll go. Yeah, in Acuary. So, and I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you to go to Iceland. It is so beautiful there. Iceland surprised me. I expected it to be beautiful, but I didn't expect so much. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're talking to each other.
Oh, I want to know. Oh, do y'all have to book on a sea day or a port day? There you go. Yeah. So you know what, Kim? If you want, I'm trying to think. You know what? If you book at 5 o'clock, you could be out in time to go see a show. You can even go to the 10 o'clock show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you'd still have more than plenty of time to spend in and you know, if you have dinner at 5 and you go into Spellbound, have time there, you can leave in time to make a 10 o'clock show and still have a lot of time in Spellbound. Does that make sense? That's a thing to think about. Yeah. Would you bid for a balcony? Worried I might like the location though. You know what, Patricia, this is what I always say about bidding for any cabin is I say, look at the deck plan and make sure that there is not a cabin in that category that you wouldn't like. And if there is, like, don't bid for it. At the same time, if I could only afford an interior, to me, any balcony would be better than an interior because I don't care for interior cabins. Yeah. I found that out in November when I had one. And so if like an interior is in your budget, don't stay home. But definitely, yeah, I would bid for one. Yeah, absolutely. But if you are happy with an interior, then look at where all the balconies are on the ship. And if you wouldn't like it and you're happy with an interior, stay with the interior. That's what I would do. Does that help? I don't know. So, because when you bid, you put in your credit card, and if they accept it, you're done. You can't go back. You can't say, I changed my mind. Can't say, can I have a different one? No, you're done. So let's see. Joseph says they have 5, 6:30, or 8:30. Wow, that's new, Joseph. Because when we were just on, they said it would be 5, 7, and 9. I'm writing that down. Spellbound is now 5, 6:30, and 8:30. Well, I guess, Kim, too, that tells you that you're going to be done eating by 6:30. Because if they're starting with somebody else, you're going to be done before 6:30. Oh, yeah. If they're going to seat somebody else. Yeah. Any tips on choosing excursions? I sail the Sun on 4/17 and there are only 2 sea days. You know what? I am not really familiar with the itinerary on the 17th. So that's a little bit harder. I would say,
if you're in Santorini, you'll love it. Well, pretty much anywhere.
I don't know. You can ask special things. I would say that's probably one reason it's really nice to have a good travel agent because they can walk you through a bunch of ports if they've been there. But the Sun Princess and the 17th will be somewhere over there in the Mediterranean, which is my thing. I don't know. So if it were me, I always go for, I don't know, when I'm in Naples. If you've not been there before, this time when we were in Naples, we just took a taxi from the cruise terminal and went up to the National Archaeological Museum there. I'd been there before, but Gordon hadn't. And if you're not familiar with that museum, it is one of the top archaeological museums in the world. It's where they have like all the originals from like Herculaneum, from the, what's that villa? Villa de Papiri, which is what Getty based his, if you've been to the Getty in Malibu, that's what he based like the Villa, construction and all that, but that's where all of those originals are. So many original things. It's got that Alexander the Great mosaic, which they're restoring right now. It just has, you walk through there and you're like, oh my gosh, they have that and they have that and they have that. So I highly recommend that. But you can go, from Naples as your jumping off point to go to Capri, to go to Sorrento, all along the Amalfi Coast. That's what I would do if I hadn't been there before in Pompeii. I would go there. But anyway, Yeah, just look through all the excursions, and I would say choose one. I think it's really important when you go to these wonderful places to do an excursion and go see things, or hire a private tour guide. But don't just only ever get off the ship and walk around close to the ship, because you miss so much of that region by just doing that. And I know it's expensive to go, so you may as well enjoy while you're there and see everything. So the port days are really long, and so are the excursions. So there goes my dinner reservations. Just, you know what? Just move your dinner reservations back. Yeah, I don't know. It's fun that everybody has like a different approach to seeing things, and that's just great. So yeah, I hope that helps. Does anybody have any other questions or anything here before? Oh, Kim says, see, Kim, you know what? When I was on there, I said, oh, I know a nice lady that she is she was at the Magic Castle, and I am so, oh, they also just picked it for Spellbound. Yeah. I am so excited for you to get to go. And I'm really excited, Kim, for your review, since you were there at the Magic Castle, to hear what you think about the people they have. So the gentleman that was doing the magic show on this one is from Spain, but how cool is this? He has worked at the Magic Castle in Hollywood. And it's like I said in my video, sometimes you go to magic shows and you're like, oh, I saw how he did that. Yeah. That's like, not, you know what I mean? Not this guy. It was like, oh my gosh.
How's he doing?
It was like, oh my goodness. Yeah. Way beyond having a trick pack of cards. Like, no, it was really good. It was really, really good. Thoroughly enjoying. Let's see. Thomas is going to chat with me about excursions for October. You bet. You bet. Thomas is really sweet. He is off on a grand cruise in October. So yeah, let me know when you want to chat. Thanks, Thomas. And thanks to all of you for coming tonight. Thanks for bringing your questions. Thanks for being so excited about it all with us.
And the super chats.
Very much so.
Again.
It goes a long way with us. We appreciate it much more than you know. I was hoping maybe my heart's...
Get your thumbs down a little more. There you go.
Thanks, Slash. Okay, thank you all for coming. We'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.